Hey cousin, how you doing? I hope you are having a beautiful day. And speaking of beauty, I wonder, have you appreciated yours today? As I start this video, the wind starts to pick up. I could be speaking to an air sign, or air signs could be significant, or where an air placement is in your chart. The wind, something that you can never really see, but you will always feel. So I'm getting this energy of you are felt, your presence is felt, even when you aren't there. I'm also getting this energy of like spiritual protection, okay? And I'm sorry, I know y'all been calling me for the last couple of days, you know what I'm saying, and I've been MIA, but I'm here now, okay? I needed a little recharge. I don't know, my focus has not been what it used to be. I'll just say that. And look, I was talking about air signs, and look at the Ace of Swords. Didn't even mean to pick that up. This is what I tried to pick up, which is the Magician. The Magician represents Gemini energy. A book could be significant. A lot of flowers or emojis could be significant. This is also giving me like a lot of life into something that you're able to put on paper. I'm also getting this energy of scrolls. This could also be like scrolls in the blood. Like I'm seeing, like, it's like I'm being shown a different way of DNA activation, or an activated, I don't know, it's reminding me of somebody like I'm literally seeing somebody go outside in nature, in the sun, and they be charged up because of the vitamins and minerals that nature is able to offer them. But I also feel this energy of you offering something to nature as well by doing yourself good service, eating a certain way, watching what you consume. I'm also getting this energy, like I was shuffling earlier, just to fill out the energy, because I just want to do something general to break the ice. I ain't been here in a couple days. And may this message find you exactly when it needs you, exactly when the truth, when you're ready to face the truth, or you're ready to be met with your truth, the truth that you can literally create the life you want. You have the power. The Magician talk about somebody that can sell ice to an Eskimo. Now, how the fuck can you do that when an Eskimo is already surrounded by ice? Do you know how magical that has to be, to convince somebody of something that they didn't even know that they wanted, or they might not have even like, I don't know. I'm just getting this energy of charm. You could be a very, very charming person. This could also be the energy of you charming nature, right? Charming and being charmed. Something about a symbiotic relationship, a balance. I don't know why I felt like my screen blinked out, and it didn't, and it came back. So I'm getting this energy of a reset. I heard take them both. Something here about options could also be significant. The sun is shining so bright that it's completely throwing off the color contrast of the card, but it's cool. This is about the message, right? I also feel like there's something here about you that's very, very shiny. It's like you walking on the beach. I'm seeing someone walk on the beach and they see something shining. I'm also seeing this in the form of like cosmic energy, as if it's the same thing happening on a grander perspective, but you are that shiny thing that caught their eye, okay? You could also be somebody that wears like glitter. Like glitter. I'm getting something about glitter, glistening skin. Just this glow. This could even be like your essence or your aura. You could also be somebody that sees auras. Something here is specific about protection and mushrooms. This is the Eight of Pentacles, but I'm seeing mushrooms. This could even be you working on fixing your own heartbreak. Maybe somebody here has been afraid of their power, man. The Magician is the overall energy. I'm sorry, I have to do it this way because I can't. It's impairing my vision. This is how bright you are, bro. Like, Hold on, let me see something. That's better. That's better. Yeah. I'm hearing like you come with a lot of heat that people can't take. This is so synchronistic to a personal that I just did. At least that line in specific. It's bringing me back to that space where it's like you come with a lot. Like you might not even realize the validity of. I'm hearing heavyweight champion. I am the champion. Every time I think about Chicken Little, I think about myself. And specifically because I remember when my mom told me as a child that I told her that the sky was falling. And then years later, they came out with a book. A book? What? Hold on, wait. I did not even mean to say that. So you could definitely be somebody, and I mentioned a book earlier. You can be somebody that I'm picking up, like you may have a something about your life story. Like this is giving me being surveillanced and watched, and then people capitalizing off of what you've actually been through. And this is not just on a minor scale where it's happening to you. It's on a major scale where it's happening to a lot of people. It's almost giving this energy of a poll that you entered, but you didn't know that you were a contestant. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that. Illegal surveillance. This is also reminding me of being a child. And because you were in a system, they were able to keep up with you, i.e. school. Being somebody that was in a gifted program with this magician energy. An anomaly. Someone connected directly to a source that is unexplainable. It's unexplainable. It's giving me the energy of immortality. And they knew this since a child. I'm also getting something about grooming. This could also be like grooming yourself, pampering, looking good. Again, I was talking about your beauty. We started this out with saying how much, or I don't know, I tried to record this video so many times, but I remember mentioning appreciating one's own essence. Have you ever looked at the situations that you always end up in, and instead of looking at it from the place of the victim, look at it from the place of the victor, right? Somebody's name could be Victor. You may even be about to meet someone named Victor. A granddad here or a father here. Somebody's name is Victor. Or victory with this Ace of Swords. Again. A decision. I see 2 swords on the board. There's a decision that needs to be made. And once you make a decision, it's like something here is going to fall in place, or what was already in place, you're going to have fresh eyes to see it. It's like I'm seeing something right in front of somebody, but they can't see it because they're looking at it from rose-colored glasses. Like you're trying to convince, or you were trying to convince yourself of something that's not actually true. This could be somebody trying to convince themselves that they are something that they're not. In two ways though. Trying to downgrade who you really are to show up for somebody who don't deserve it, or for people who don't deserve it, or this unrealistic version of what validation is. Did I say that properly? An unrealistic version of validation. I said that for a reason. But I'm just getting this energy of trying to validate or be validated by everything outside of you, completely ignoring who you are. Or somebody trying to convince themselves that they something that they not, in a sense where you haven't even did the work to even be talking like you know what I'm saying, almighty and whatever the fuck. Because the magician could be a manipulator, but it also depends on perspective. Manipulation is manifestation. So if you ever try to manifest something, you're manipulating the energy so that way it can look like what you see fit. And then you got those who manipulate people. They're the art. Something about the art of manipulation here. This is so fucking funny. This is so funny. Yeah. All right. Okay, Page of Wands, Six of Cups, Ace of Cups. Somebody don't know how to control their power. I just keep hearing because I was never made to focus on it in a sense where it was like I was never taught that. But how long can that be an excuse before you learn, before you become the student? Because let's be realistic, y'all. Our parents don't owe us shit. At some point, you can't keep blaming what happened at home on the reason why you still where you are. At some point, you're going to have to grow up and stop playing victim to life. Like somebody did something to you. And you never want to, like, man, I didn't want to bring this up, but it's bringing me back to a conversation that I had with somebody. And it's like, even with myself, learning how to forgive my own parents, right? How long can you blame a person who was also dealt a deck of cards? Who's to say that they knew how to deal with what they went with? Like, oftentimes we forget that our parents and people who are guardians to us, all right, and they had lives too. Somebody did something to them too. It's not, they didn't just wake up like that. Children don't come out of the womb in a state of malice, right? Not in a sense where it's like, obviously, whatever it is that you feel or who you become, it's because of how your mother is feel, whatever state of consciousness she in. But what I'm saying is, at some point, you're going to have to take control over that and stop saying, woe was me, and stop saying this, and stop blaming everybody instead of just standing in your power and stop worrying about all of that side quest shit. This is coming up in the second position. Both beautiful cards. Again, depends on perspective. How are you seeing things? How are you experiencing life through your eyes? How are you perceiving life through your first eye? Is it balanced? I don't know why I'm hearing secretion. All right, Ace of Wands, Two of Cups. Somebody going through something with their love life. They're battling with some sort of passion here. And what's crazy is I feel like Spirit has offered this person something and they can't even, this is going back to what I was saying, something right in front of you, but you so worried about this, or this is just giving this energy of ignoring, right? Because in the original Four of Cups, this person is usually looking at this, but this person ain't looking at any of it. Something here about shutting somebody out or shutting something out, or this numb energy, this numb feeling. This could even be to love, to this energy of coming together, to this energy of teamwork. Somebody has been through a lot of betrayal, but it's supposed to remind you who you are and why you go through what you go through. It's supposed to breed a victory, a victor. I just keep getting this energy of manipulation and I don't understand why. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wands. But instead of these wands fighting each other, they're coming together to create one flame. Sometimes I just can't help but to read these cards based off how I see life, and that's usually what we do. This reading is a lot regarding perspective. Again, the Ace of Swords came up in the second position, which is usually the challenge. If I did past, present, again, it may be a challenge for you to step into the truth of who you really are. Even accepting the flaws you may have. 144 4 on the timer. I meant 1444. Okay, you could be seeing 144 a lot. You could be seeing 444 a lot, or something about the number 4. I'm also getting 1, a new beginning, an ace. Okay, instead of seeing this as 2 swords, this is like you grabbing the sword, embarking on a journey of truth. Because the magician has everything as it okay, the magician has everything at its disposal, male, female, it don't matter, right? Everything that it needs is there. It's about the choice in which it want to stand. Do I want to? This is giving me like options, 1 in a row. Like, who do I want to be today? What do I want to do today? How do I want to show up today? A lot of these color cards that I'm getting, and I had to look through to make sure, it's a lot of purple hair going on. Okay, so that's significant. The color purple. Okay, High Priestess, 9 of Pentacles. Somebody here, you can make a lot of money off of using some sort of gift here. Or this is giving like somebody paying you to keep a secret. This is also giving me the energy of universal payout, because you are a secret. Like literally your blueprint, your essence, the body you walk in, what it can do, its capabilities, if it wasn't under such scrutiny. Who you are is the biggest, like, it's giving this vibe of like hidden in plain sight in its rare, in its truest form. Like every day you wake up and you are something that sometimes you don't even appreciate. And you can tell you don't appreciate it by the way you move, by how you talk to yourself, about what you allow people to do to you, how you allow people to treat you, because it's all something that you're allowing. At some point, you can't keep saying this and that. You have to take control over your freedom, your magic, being under nobody's constraint. Like sometimes I don't even think we realize or take into consideration, because of our ego and just wanting to know everything, that maybe we've adopted somebody else's ideology. Geniuses usually don't, like people who walk in this genius energy. I'm not saying reading books isn't vital, I'm not saying, but it's usually people who think for themselves. I mean, you can read a book, but you can still think for yourself. Like sometimes even like, oh man, I really don't even want to get into all of that shit, because you just have to go way down a rabbit hole to even really understand what I'm saying. A lot of these things that's put in front of us to be consumed is control. And the best way to be free from that control or from that energy of being, you see how loud those crickets got? Like all of a sudden, it's like I couldn't even hear myself. It's like the energies want to be loud over your own thoughts, over your own emotions. 1818 on the timer when I said that. Okay, someone could have a flower tattoo. Definitely highlights are significant. This is the 9 of Pentacles, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 Pentacles. Being able to do something independently, self-sufficient. Somebody could have codependent issues, and you may not even want to face that. Okay? Yeah. Does this not look like somebody trying to control another person's mind? Like they want them to look up to them? And does it look like this person looking at them and this person is looking at them? Isn't that also, that looks like a replica of the Lover's card, and how in the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, the man is looking at the woman and this woman is looking at spirit. But this time, this is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant talk about structure on the earthly plane, and not, I'm hearing chaotic structure or a false ideology of structure, true hierarchy. We talking about the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. Okay, so we got Air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, High Priestess. I don't know if y'all want to say that's Cancer or Pisces energy. Don't make no difference to me. Because I know when I first started getting into tarot, it used to be a debate on that. I don't know why that came up. That usually never comes up. Okay. I'm also getting this energy of wanting to feel included. Again, back to this validation energy. When all you need is you to validate you. Who gives a fuck what somebody else got going on if it's not directly affecting you or harming anybody? Like, it's too much going on in the world under our feet and under our noses. Like, we be so far up our own asses in the wrong way. If you're gonna be far up somebody, your ass, make it in the right way. Like, again, it's back to perspective. And I feel like I sound like a preacher today, but this is the vibe, y'all. This is the vibe. But again, something's not real. Something's false. Something's a false ideology. Something is a false way of looking at things. And it's all in order to control your crown, your mind. I've been talking about purple energy. Purple hair at first. Now, this person is cloaked in that purple energy. Their body is purple. They're using their energy and what they've created in their own universe and inserting it, forcing it on another person, and they're coming in as if they're sweet and they're kind. I can tell by the crystal on their neck. I don't know why I'm getting fake ass vibe out this, and I feel like you're somebody that can really call this out. And look who pop up, the Lover's card. This could even be the ideology of what love and romance supposed to be and look like. I'm also getting like an ideology of what independence look like, or individuality. Something here about the truth and facing it. And it might be hard, but again, the Chariot speaks to a victory. The Nine of Cups speaks to being happy about this victory. The Hermit card speaks to a long journey, and how just as much as independence and being able to depend on yourself is equally as important as being able to depend on the energy around you. But you know what? I had to learn that at the end of the day, you become unstoppable when you stand for yourself. Because you're not going to let anything or anybody interrupt that peace. This is like, even if you start getting to know somebody, right? And you may even like that person. But because you love yourself so much, the fact that you may lose that person, it's not that you don't care, it's that you got you. And you know why that's dangerous? Because people want you to care so bad. They want you to be there so bad. And then it be these same people that want you to be there so bad that don't know how to act when they're in your presence. The loudest in the room that think they don't, that think they know everything. Trust me, I would know. I've been on both sides of that. Magician energy. Mastering, understanding the true nature of what manipulation means and how you can make it work for you and other people. I don't know why that's coming out. Let's just face it, some people are on this earth and made to do exactly what they do, even if that is harmful. But how can you make what was designed to be a game work for you? And I'm not even gonna lie, I can relate to being a little confused, because with the type of person that I am, right, my soul, my essence, who I am, wants to be so bad who I am. Like, when you get to know yourself and you start experiencing certain things, you start remembering who you are, like from the beginning of time. And sometimes it's like I be getting stuck there and how it used to be versus what's right in front of me now. And it's like I'm trying to find a balance. So I feel like somebody else in the collective is going through that. Like, you know something's not right, but you feel so helpless because a lot of people can't even relate to your thoughts. How could you yearn coming together with people who are not even on your frequency? It's like a slippery slope. It's like a blessing and a curse. And I say curse lightly because it's not a curse. Because eventually the boat will float to those who relate. But in this society that has been constructed and created for us, and how people have molded into other people's ideas, it's so hard to get people to believe in themselves. Why you think I always say I'm just somebody that come on the internet to confirm your thoughts? You are your own guide. You create your own reality. I'm just so happen to be somebody that reminds you of that. So if you ever around people, places, circumstances that take that power and that freedom away from you, those are not the people, places, and circumstances that you should be dealing with. There's somebody here that's connected to somebody that they got children or a child from. And you're trying to become, but also stay stuck in that unbecoming, and it's not working for you. Something here about accountability could be significant. I don't really want to get too deep into that. Yeah, you got the death card. Like, it's like some type of transformation that's trying to take place in your life as it pertains to your happiness. Yeah. But it's going to take you to isolate and get to know your own nature, Miss Queen of Cups, or somebody who is very emotional, even if you try to act like you aren't. It's like the cosmos has a gift for you. But are you open to receive it? Are you open to dancing with the wind? I mentioned the wind in the beginning of this, with judgment. And knowing that judgment is not about telling you what you did wrong. Sometimes judgment is about telling you what you did right. So that way you can even understand why you moved in those ways where you felt wrong or it felt wrong. Giving yourself grace. Yo, did y'all just hear that? Oh God, yeah, this is drama. She is about to get loud again. I'm about to go. I hope not. Y'all already know, if y'all been here before, I got a neighbor that occasionally comes outside and be screaming at somebody in her phone. And at first I felt so bad because I laugh every time, but man, that ain't my fault. Like, you just got this energy of, yeah, you got the Emperor. Well, people just act up because they just can't take you, bro. Knight of Cups. Somebody definitely in their feelings or their emotions. This could be you, or this could be somebody about you. There could definitely be a masculine here, or feminine. You got this World card, Queen of Wands. Your nature, your beauty, man. And I've been talking about that. Knight of Pentacles. I saw the Knight of Pentacles earlier. Star card. Dancing with the wind. Just to block out the bullshit. And not in a sense where you're not addressing it, but in a sense where you are. Learning how to navigate, right? Not just in your own mind and in your own body, but in others if you need to be. The Magician. I don't know why I'm hearing Morpheus. I'm also getting like a metamorphosis. Allowing yourself to just be authentic, man, and whatever that is and whatever that look like. Not judging yourself for how you feel, the way you want to move. You may have recently had to let somebody go or let go of a friend group. And then you got the King of Swords here. This is an air sign male, could be significant. With the Ace of Cups. And the Four of Swords. Like letting something go may help you sleep better at night, or it did, or this is like something here about a heartbreak. Somebody's definitely like in this energy of like Because I saw the 3 of Swords earlier. Now I'm seeing the 5 of Cups. But you forget, like, or this could even be mourning an old life, or it hurt you to have to let something or somebody go. Because, I don't know, like, somebody could have built their life around something or someone. Or built their life around the idea of something or someone. So you're mourning the idea of that situation. So much so that you've convinced yourself that this is what it's supposed to be. But sometimes people come and they do their job and you let them go, no matter what their job is. Either way, it's supposed to serve a purpose for your growth, not for your demise, baby. It's all in how you're looking at it. You still got 2 cups. But I feel like something about missing out on something because you're not following your inner guidance. You're the type of person that'll have a rational conversation with yourself and still do something irrational because your heart felt for it just a little bit. And I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I've been convinced that all homeless people deserve $1. But in my spirit, I've learned that some people are going through their karma. And when you're doing that exchange, you're basically taking off a load. Now, I'm not saying that people should be homeless. That's not what I'm saying. It's just the ideology, because homelessness could also mean brokenness of the heart, brokenness of the mind. Someone that don't even feel like home within themselves. Whoever you are beautiful, breathtaking. Literally, like, I'm talking about your energy, man. You could look good. I ain't knocking that. I ain't knocking that at all. All right, but it's something about your essence. Somebody also likes to see you in dresses. Like, I'm getting dresses with no bra, silk. This may even be yourself, right? Getting in the mirror, waking up, looking at yourself naked, loving on yourself, right? When you're creating the reality you want, that means that where you are in your mind is not where you want to be. So sometimes you have to convince yourself in order to step into that frequency, and that's okay. At first, it's gonna feel like you're lying to yourself because you convinced yourself of a truth that's not yours. So it's time to convince yourself of your truth. I love how this all came together, and I feel like this is how you're gonna feel as well. Okay, I just saw the Tower card. This is like being electrified by the universe. Like, I don't know why I'm hearing Humpty Dumpty. All the king horses and all the king men couldn't put Humpty back together again. The Star with the Knight of Wands. Again, this is, I don't know why this is like another version of, why did I want to say the Empress? But another version of the Magician. But this time, the Magician is not working with the elements outside. They've embodied the element within. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. If you need anything as far as a personal, everything will be in the description box. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.